Most people think that getting the best mixing practices need a secret plugin, complex routing, or other cheat codes. But for whatever reason, once you bring mid-side processing to the table, they either think it's too basic or too scary.
Well, I will stick to my 8 different plugins doing things that I can't explain.
Turns out that mid-side work, especially EQ, is not only easy to get right, but also outperforms many plugins at once with a few simple tweaks. It can help you to bring out vocals or main instruments more, keep your mix full and interesting without cluttering the core of it, or finally, fix muddiness or even phase issues. First things first, just like any EQ, mid-side can mess up your phase. As long as it's not a big issue with regular EQ, you can do more harm than good once you switch to mid-side. The examples I'm about to show you work inside any plugin, but MIXROOM is by far the most intuitive way to manage all the adjustments. It also happens to have a special setting for phase-safe adjustments. Alright, so let's focus on vocals first. In this example, they feel a little bit buried. Instead of playing around with fader and making them overpower the whole mix, let's use MIXROOM mid-side processing. I will apply a little boost around 3 to 5 kHz, but only for the mids. It works wonders, but be careful with that region, since that's also where sibilance and presence lives. Boosting too much will make everything feels unnecessarily shimmery and harsh. Meanwhile, in the sides, make a cut around 200 to 500 Hz. That range often holds mod from pads, wide guitars, reverb tails. Cutting it in the sides cleans it up and refocuses the vocal in center. I've already mentioned some harsher areas, but what happens when you want to tame a really harsh mix with wide synths and perks masking other instruments? In the mid channel, gently cut around 8 to 12 kHz. That pulls back the high and harsh stuff in the center. It also helps a lot if you want to maintain the width, since by doing so, you allow your side channel to breathe. Now, speaking of width, next one goes quite unnoticed and underrated between all the wideners, which can get pretty damaging. A simple side high frequency boost paired with a subtle mid scoop can bring that stereo width you need without harming your correlation, especially with linear phase mode. While mid-side EQ is powerful, sometimes you need even more precision, especially when two elements are clashing in a specific frequency range or stereo position. For example, a wide synth pad or lead will compete with your lead vocal. Techniques from before will make it easy, but chances are you want that lead or pad to be wide when the vocals are not playing at the moment. With FUSER, you can gently duck that synth in just the side channel and only in that frequency zone, leaving everything else untouched. You can use quick and easy resolve conflicts, but if you want to adjust things on your own, then red lines mean conflicts in mid, yellow in side image. Everything else works just like you would want to cut sides or mids, but the difference is you can control how much, how fast, or how long you want that cut to happen and stay. Mid-side EQ isn't just some magic make it wider button. It's really about sculpting your mix, deciding what lives in the middle and what belongs to the sides. So everything has its own space. Making those adjustments should always have purpose. So instead of guessing or following the practical examples I showed you, make sure you always use a referencing tool. While our plugin reference has its own stereo spread display, I like to use it in a combination with another one. It can be as simple as grabbing your stock utility tool right after reference, while making sure it has mid and side squeeze option. Once you jump between references and your mix, you can toggle mid or side audition and even filter specific frequency bands inside reference to hear an actual difference and your adjustments. If your DAW allows for key mapping or creating effect racks, you can also narrow it down to two simple knobs or key presses to avoid any distractions and speed up the process even more. If you want to know more how MIXROOM or any other Mastering the Mix plugins work, make sure to subscribe to our channel and check our other videos, like this one for example, just to move further into topic of getting better at mixing and mastering.